Guys, Drew here, and this vlog is going to be a little bit different for week 3 vlog. This week we're just going to go over a quick little overview of my rank, and then it's going to have a crash course of League of Legends at the end. So, to start off, nothing's really changed here. I bought a couple new champions to play on this account. Still about the same rank. I've played more flex queue games, so we're going to get ranked in that hopefully by the end of next week-ish. So right after I get back from DECA, I'll be really grinding out the flex 5v5. Match history, I played a little bit of just some all random Earth mode so I could get some IP to buy new champions. But it's just a win, loss, lose a few, win a few. Nothing too amazing. Staying about the same elo right now. I really need to probably commit more to it, but I have not at this point. And yeah, now we're gonna intro into the crash course video. Thanks, guys. Okay, what's up? So this is just a little rundown crash course about League of Legends for anybody. So up here, I changed my name. It is now LD, aka Stem Cells. Had to be less than 16 characters. Little Dicky, aka Stem Cells from Bruh. Alright, so Treadway, you were talking about, leveling up and how that can be confusing and whatever. So, whenever you're leveling up your account, you start at level 1. So then you can play blind pick games where you pick any of the champions to play against any of the champions and you don't know who you're playing against. You can do draft pick where you ban 3, there will be 3 bans on one team and then 3 bans on the other team. So the bans are somebody that you don't want to play against or you don't want to have on your team, so you ban them so that nobody can play them. They're taken out of the champion pool so that nobody can use them. And then you strategically pick. So team 1 will get first pick, team 2 will get their first and their second pick. So then the team 2 will have their second and third pick. So then you'll have team 2 will have their third and fourth pick, and then team 1 will have their fourth and fifth pick, and then team 2 will have their fifth pick. So when I started to explain draft picking, I realized that it didn't make very much sense, and because draft pick is such a big part of ranked, I decided to explain it through this. You're going to team 1, and then on this side, you'll have team 2. I line these up. Alright. So then, the way that these picks go, so each team has 5 players. So excuse my bad handwriting with this. This will be the person that is first pick on this team, second pick, third pick, fourth pick, and fifth pick. And then this team will have the same. Oh, my father's calling. Sorry for that interruption. I'm going to move this camera so you can see this a little bit better. So you have each team having their picks. Pick one on the left side, pick one on the right side, and whatnot. So team 1 each team will ban 3 people. So after the 3 bans, this team 1 will have the first selection. And then team 1 and 2, they have the second one. Then this side, 2 and 3 will pick together. So that will be the third group of picks. Then this one, team 3 and 4, so that will be the fourth group. Then 4 and 5 will go together, and they'll be the fifth group. And then this person will pick for the last one and be the sixth. So it goes 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. And this system is used in every form of League of Legends that isn't blind pick. So it works in draft pick. And now we're going to go to what I've been playing the majority of my games in, is called ranked solo and duo queue. So this means that you can queue up with 1 or 2 people, and whenever you choose to queue up in that form, you can invite one other person to play with you from your friends, or you can choose a primary position. So this is the position you would you would rather play the most. All right, I'm just going to move this camera back to where it was. So this is the position you'd like to play the most. And in League of Legends, there are 5 positions. There is bot lane, and that is an attack damage carry where you deal attack damage based on auto attacks, and you play in the bottom lane. You have the support, which lanes with your bottom laner, and they can affect a lot of things in the map, and they stay there and they try to keep the AD carry alive to keep them safe during laning phase, and they try to just mooch up or just try to take XP from where they can get it so that they can level up within the game. So the way League of Legends works is that you have every game you start off with a level 1 character that you choose. So then the leveling works from 1 to 18. And the 18 is the max. So the characters level up throughout the game, and those reset every game. It's completely different from your account level, which is 1 to 30, that allows you to play ranked. So you have support, which helps your bottom laner. You have your mid laner, who is in the middle of the map. They can move around. The middle lane is known to be very flashy. Players play it. It's mechanically the hardest lane to play. Then you have jungle. This has a lot of variety in it. So in League of Legends, you have 3 lanes that match up like this. So then the top and my index fingers are the top lane, and my ring fingers are the bottom lane, and then my middle fingers are the middle lane. So all that space in between is jungle. And the back of my hand, so here, this is your base that you're trying to defend or attack if it's the other teams. And where my fingers meet, that is the river that splits it in half. So on your side of the map, that is what you consider your jungle. And the jungler will farm up the jungle monsters to try to get his level up, and his goal to change the way he builds his character so that he gets more and more power and can be as powerful as possible. And the other jungler tries to do the same. Sometimes junglers can go across the river into the other side of the map. That is risky. It's called counter jungling. So you're taking their XP and their gold for yourself so that they have less and you have more. And then the last position is top lane. And you can choose to play this lane, and it's not necessarily as mechanically inducive, so you don't have to do as much, but it's still a solo lane, so you have to know like what kind of matchups you're playing into, the character you're playing. You need to know about it. Top lane runs a specific summoner spell, which I'll get into later, which really lets it affect the whole map. And if you don't care what position you play, you just select fill, and fill means the queue or the way that Riot works is that it matches one of each position in a game. So fill just means that you will go into whatever position you fit in best, or like whatever position they need at that time. So the majority of the time, Riot queues are going to need the support. So any queue really needs a lot of supports because nobody really likes to do it. I actually have been doing it a lot. I've been doing it since I really started playing the game, so I'm super comfortable doing it. So it's nice to do fill for myself, just queue up as a fill position. So that means that I normally get play support where I'm comfortable, but it also gives me some variety whenever it's the 1 in 25 time where you don't get play support. So you can select fill, or if you don't want to do that, you can select say you want to be an AD carry, and you can select jungle. So the algorithms will try to place you as a AD carry first in the bottom lane, but if they can't do that, it defaults and will try to place you as a jungler, and whichever one it fills in first, that's where you'll get placed into that game. Now, I'm going to show you... I was talking about summoner spells before, and the way that different positions can affect the map. So the majority of your support, so like what I'm doing, they're going to run Exhaust, and Exhaust will slow an enemy character. So in this case, the Leona exhausted the AD carry of Lucian, and it slows his movement speed and his attack, his ability. It reduces their movement speed, attack speed, armor and magic resist, and how much damage they can deal by 40% for 2.5 seconds. If you don't really need to reduce damage, because that's mostly what Exhaust is used for, supports will run Ignite, and that just deals true damage, so it ignores all your resistances and will deal true damage depending on your level at the time over 5 seconds. Here, 1 second, the phone's ringing, let me go grab. Alright, I'm back, guys. So, where was I? Okay, I was talking about, when I reference the summoner spells, top laners will run Teleport, which means that you can teleport to anything that your team owns, and you can teleport to it, and so a top laner can go into the bot lane and create a 3v2 scenario and hopefully get a kill for your bot lane or for yourself so that you become stronger. Every champion runs Flash most of the time. It's basically a short distance instant teleport, so you can go over walls, close distances quickly, that kind of thing. And your AD carries that I spoke of earlier that are in the bottom lane are going to run Flash and Heal, so that they can gain health quickly, and it can also heal one of your allies as well. The last type of Q, actually, that I should have talked about is Flex Q. And Flex Q is whenever you can queue up as a single person party, a 2-person party, a 3-person party, or a 5-person party. It follows all the same rules as Draft Pick, but it just lets you play with more people, and it's considered to be less competitive. And I think that's about it. Alright guys, there's your League of Legends crash course. Hopefully next week I'll include like some actual gameplay where I will talk through like what's happening in an early game so that you can understand it more. Have a good day.